Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Scare Guy Show. We are the scarier side of the con guy. Here, our goal is to help fans. We're fans, you're fans, we're all fans to help us all experience our fandoms. And for the Scare Guy, what that means is we put the spotlight, we shine the spotlight on all things scary, fun, such as horror conventions, which we're going to talk about today, haunted attractions, home haunts, scary experiences, and movies, and everything else that makes you scream, makes us scream with delight, of course. Scream with delight. Anyways, we are coming to you, as always, from the heart of Hollywood, California, which is arguably the capital of creepy, the kingdom of scares, and the centerpiece of the Halloween season. I know. Los Angeles isn't the center of the universe. I get that. But Hollywood, Burbank area is kind of becoming the crux of the Halloween industry, at least a lot of it. I know there's some big section. Orlando has all the big theme parks as well with their Halloween season. But the convention, which we just experienced, MIDSUMMER Scream, it is the world's largest Halloween and horror convention. And it's held each year in Long Beach, California at the Convention Center. And this year it was held August 15th through 17th. And they've already announced that next year it's going to be, August 7th through 9th. They announced that towards the end. It is a Halloween and horror con. That's what they call it. It is the world's largest Halloween and horror con. But what they mainly focus on is the Halloween industry. Kind of like here in Los Angeles, we have HorrorCon coming up soon, and it has like probably 50 different actors from different horror movies, and they have panels on horror movies and whatnot. And so that one, HorrorCon focuses right mainly on the horror industry, the horror movies, whereas Midsummer Scream, it has a little bit of that. It does have some of that, but it focuses mainly on the haunt industry, the Halloween industry, haunted houses and whatnot. For example, some of the it included presentations and vendor displays by some of the giant haunts in the industry, such as Knott's Scary Farm, which is holds the title. I think they have the longest running theme park haunted experience going. Gosh, they must be going on like 50 years or so. I mean, they've been going for a while. Halloween Horror Nights was there, plus the LA Haunted Hayride, Six Flags Fright Fest, the Queen Mary, which is one of my favorites, and more. In addition, they shine that spotlight on a lot of the smaller indie haunts, which I think is really cool. You'll have, I've met some indie haunts there, some people putting on haunted attractions there that later on in the season you go back up here in Burbank and you find them, and it's just really cool. And they also had a lot of cool panels, many of them featuring some of those big theme park haunts. For example, like one of the Hallmark panels, the marquee panels of the weekend, of course, was Halloween Horror Nights. And it, had the creative teams, John Murdy and Mr. Aiello from Orlando, John Murdy from Hollywood, and they brought out the directors and producers of the movie Terrifier, which seems like Terrifier is going to be a big one this year. And speaking of other panels, they had things like 70 Years of Godzilla, The Bride of Frankenstein, the classic magazine Fangoria and Paramount Scares. They presented the legacy of Friday the 13th, which is perfect considering that this year is the 45th anniversary of the series, and Jason is back in Halloween Horror Nights, the Jason universe. Anyways, one thing that I did want to share real quick, because we are going to jump into the highlights, is I want to show a picture here. There, I got something. Did you say I got? Anyways, I was able to pick up something at the convention that was really cool. I'm going to show you this right now. Oh, it's really late. This is a figurine with come over here. Do you see it with the whole Frankenstein? You can see it on the back, the Frankenstein Halloween costume. Back in the day, Ben Cooper was like the main supplier of Halloween costumes for so many people. Oh, there we go. That's a little bit easier to see. This is cool, but I want to show you this picture. That is me and my brother Scott. Notice the costume. That is the costume that I wore for 2 or 3 years when I was a kid. That plastic costume that came in the box with the window on it, just like this. that we sweated to death. Anyways, my brother Scott there was in his tiger costume. That's me in my Frankenstein's monster costume. Our pumpkins are behind us. I remember carving those pumpkins that year. I love Halloween. I grew up with Halloween. Anyways, again, I got it this year. I just wanted to kind of show this off because I tried to pick this up at San Diego Comic-Con this year and I was not able to get it, but I got it at MIDSUMMER SCREAM. So what we're going to do here, I'm the only one here right now, but a bunch of us went to MIDSUMMER SCREAM. We filmed a lot of footage of different events. The way that some MIDSUMMER SCREAM is set up, they have a giant vendor floor, and then they split the convention in half, and half of it is something called the Hall of Shadows. Now, the Hall of Shadows, basically, it's like you're going to Halloween Horror Nights or Not Scary Farm. Everything's dark, and they had about 12 to 15 different haunted experiences and photo opportunities and walkthroughs over there. And so we're going to take you through some of those walkthroughs. We got some video of that. We're going to talk a little bit. We have some of the footage from inside the Halloween Horror Nights panel, plus some other stuff. So we just had a blast. And then at the end, we did meet up with our friends Mark Atkinson, Pat Jankowitz, and Topher Davila. And we did a little bit of an after review right as we walked out of the convention center. And they had a beautiful sunset that night. So anyways, without further ado, here are some of the best moments from MIDSUMMER SCREAM 2025.
It's a ghost right there on the phone.
Good. Thank you.
Hey horror fans, we are at the Hall of Shadows here at MIDSUMMER SCREAM. Let's check it out.
Step right up. As you enter the maze, remember, no
Uh-oh. There's that thing. Of course it's moving. Uh-oh. That's a big fun house. Wow. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Ah! Oh! No.
MIDSUMMER SCREAM. Two of the most famous haunt events in the world take place on opposite sides of the U.S., but are bound by 3 letters. HHN. While both events share multiple IPs from year to year, they are both unique in their own right, earning them undying coast-to-coast love and admiration from their fans. And just as unique as each event is, so are the visionary creatives behind their production. One of them has come from the heart of Central Florida, and the other has crossed the ocean from his home in Ireland to be with you here this afternoon. Please, welcome to the stage, Universal's own Titans of Terror, creative director and executive producer of Halloween Horror Nights Hollywood, John Murdy, and Senior Director of Entertainment and Creative Development at Universal Orlando Resort, Michael Aiello. MIDSUMMER SCREAM, welcome John Murdy and Michael Aiello.
That's his name. What's your name?
East Coast.
This may be the cliche, but it's every year. I mean, here's the reality. John and I are up here talking to you all, but we represent a massive team of people that are working together to bring this thing to life every year and to make it different every single year in as many ways as possible. The moments that we've had with fans is really the thank yous to the team. Again, we're walking the event. Sometimes we'll walk in the event after it opens, and we'll be together. We'll be a group of our team, kind of assessing the event, and people just coming up to us and saying thanks. We realize how much this event means to you, because it means just as much to us. Because that's the other reality is, like, I was this character. Most of our team grew up in the event, and we're now helping to create the event, and that means so much to us. To be able to do that, to bring you something that you can escape to every single year. Because I think that's really what this event is about, is we all want to escape to some place that is that warm blanket. And for many of us, all of us in this room at this convention, horror is that warm blanket.
Yeah, I think this is the thing that constantly amazes us, is that, the horror community, I think it's the coolest fan community there is, And it's not just like that it's cool, but it's the most supportive, it's the most inclusive, it's just like all of us collectively, we found our place, And so when we think of our event as creating that place for you guys, that once a year you get this time of year where you get to be with all your friends and all the people, that you love in this community and get to experience it together. Just one thing I'll say about this particular question, like over 10 years ago, and this happens to me all the time, I had like a dad walk up to me and he's like, hey, my son's really into like your event, he's kind of obsessed with it. And I thought it was like a fad and it would pass, but he wants to do this when he grows up. I don't know what to tell him. Can you give him some advice? And I did, and I've stayed in touch with that family all these years. And this year, that same kid, who was a little kid who came to Horror Nights, just finished his first internship for us, working on Horror Nights. We could answer that question for you. Or we could ask the guys who made the movies. All right, let's bring to the stage Damian Leone, the writer, director, producer of Terrifier, and the producer Phil Falcone.
What's up, everybody? Love you back. Wow, so what was that? What makes Terrifier a good candidate for HHN?
Yes, why do you think Terrifier is a good candidate for HHN?
Art the Clown. He's a fun, sick, sadistic, twisted son of a bitch. I think it's, even for me, I mean, this is sort of the first time I'm like in your shoes and I get to go in this house and be chased and taunted by my own character, Like, that's really exciting, actually, because on set, we don't have that relationship.
It's a different fear.
It'd be funny if we gave him real weapons for when you come through.
Good. What better way to go out, right?
What was the inspiration for Art the Clown initially when you first came up with him?
Yeah, just making a short film, and I wanted to put a bunch of horror, sort of, classic cliche characters in this short film that I could use as a calling card, and I wanted to see if I could do anything interesting with them and put my own spin, and I wanted to try and do something different with a killer clown. And when I was designing him, I said, he can't be anything like Tim Curry's Pennywise. So I didn't want him to be colorful, I didn't want him to speak, I wanted him to have weapons instead. And I sort of wanted to turn him into a slasher. And it was really just based around this one scene, which is the scene in the short film, The Ninth Circle, which was then put into All Hallows Eve, just with Art terrorizing this woman in a train station. It was supposed to be a bus, and that's actually why that scene exists at the end of Terrifier 3. And then...
It's a fabulous scene, I might add.
Did you have something to do with that scene?
I might have had a little bit.
Tom the bus driver, ladies and gentlemen.
And you like the old horror movies.
I do like
Yeah.
horror movies, and I do like rom
rom-coms.
But yeah, I mean, so it was a little scene in this short film, and then it gets, there's creatures and demons after that, and art's only in the first 4 minutes, but everybody who saw it back then said, what is going on with that clown? Like, he's too cool, he looks so creepy, you're gonna make more stuff with him, right? And I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make plenty of things, sure. And I was like, all right, I better write something else with this character. So then I made another short film called Terrifier, which is also in All Hallows Eve. And that's when I said, all right, I'm going to really turn him into a slasher now and see, what this guy's really about. And then that's when I sort of realized that there was something special. I didn't imagine it would turn into this, but I said, this character has something. There's a charisma there. There's something special, and I need to keep going. I need to get this character into a feature somehow. So that 20-minute short film, Terrifier, was sort of the proof of concept of calling it.
It's going to be the Terrifier theme music, and then you're going to hear like a radio, and I'm talking about Hollywood. You're going to hear the radio station kind of changing channels, static, hear a little blip of, the Clown Cafe theme song, and then it's going to land on a news report, and it's going to say, police are on the lookout for a tall, thin man wearing a black and white clown costume and carrying a large garbage bag. And while this news report is going on, there's two doors. The clown head door is the door you're going to be going through, but Art is going to appear standing behind that door, and then he's going to open the gate, and then he's going to come out. And I gave him another gate in the fence, so he can get real up close and personal with all of you.
That Art has taken it over. We painted over the clown that looks a lot like Jack the Clown and made it Art instead. So you can really, when you go into the house, you really get a sense that this is Art's world. He's now taken this fun house completely over. And then I think the next slide is the facade. There it is. That's it. One cool additive in the doorway that you're not going through, there on the right-hand side, that's a media wall that's going to give you a glimpse of several of the Terrifier characters. You're going to see Vicky, you're going to see little pale girl in there. So yeah, you're going to see all of those characters kind of waiting for you on the inside.
Did you guys ever go through at this point? There surely couldn't be anything else we could possibly announce. I mean, with this slate, it's so stacked. What else could we possibly do for you people? More! Well, okay, I'm gonna stand up for this. So, Where's Waldo, right? I always thought it would be fun to do Where's Waldo like in a theme park. Except instead of Waldo, it's Art the Clown. So as you're traversing, if I may use that word.
You just did.
I did. As you're traversing the theme park, Art the Clown is out there, okay? I'm not gonna tell you where he is. You might be in a store. Yeah, you might be in a store, and you might turn around and he might be right behind you. You could go down and, to the Universal Plaza and plop down and go, hey, it's time for a drink or it's time for some food. And look across from you and there's somebody just mad dogging you. Right? You could go down the Starway down to the lower lot of the park. He might be down there too. He could be anywhere. So what we're doing, and we're doing this on both coasts, is
That's correct.
It's awesome to have a Terrifier haunted house, but we weren't satisfied with that. We were like, Art's such an awesome character. And we really truly believe this, guys, Damien and Phil. I mean, Mike and I grew up on Freddy, Jason, Leatherface, Michael Myers. We were like smack dab in the middle of the slashers. And there really hasn't been a worthy slasher icon until Art came around in a long, long time. And we want to pay tribute to that as much as we possibly can. So these pictures up here, they're kind of suggestive of what you might see in the park. I don't know, Mike, if you want to add something else to this.
No, I mean, it is exactly what you said. We want Art to be everywhere we can possibly put him, and also never tell you when that's going to happen. You will encounter him when you least expect it. And that's the really fun thing, and that is the character. He's
unpredictable.
Yes. So we're proud that you all let us do this as well.
All right, this is Jim. We are here in Long Beach at the Long Beach Convention Center. We just finished with MIDSUMMER SCREAM.
the self-proclaimed world's largest Halloween and haunt convention, and I'm exhausted, and I have some other friends who are also exhausted. Let's come up here for a second. All right, who do we have with us today?
Mark Atkinson, and I'm exhausted.
Pat Jankwitz, equally exhausted.
If you guys watch our show, you might have seen these guys. Well, wait, they haven't seen it yet, but like you guys just at San Diego Comic-Con had a big event. What do we have?
Well, we had the Jaws 50th. I hosted it.
How did it go?
It's all right. Come on. All right, no, it was awesome. 1,000 people showed up.
1,000 people showed up. It felt really good, boys.
Yes, it did.
I mean, Steph goes, we've got 1,000 people in here. I go, easy, we're not the Beatles.
No.
We're coming for Jaws.
Pat writes for a number of publications, including Fangoria, but he also wrote the Jaws companion piece. What's the name of the book?
Just when you thought it was safe, a Jaws companion. Twist my arm.
Okay, where can people get it?
Yeah, BarnesandNoble.com, BearManor.com, or your finer bookstores once they've ordered it in comic shops.
That's right. By the way, why are we talking about Jaws? Because Jaws is everybody's favorite monster movie. It's one of the best movies of all time. But right now, I just want to find out what you guys thought about what we just did today. Everyone's just kind of worn out. What was your guys' favorite part about today?
I thought the haunted houses were really classy. I did the Lionsgate one, which was a lot of fun. There was a lot of people there. I noticed this one. This feels like a female-friendly convention. It's for like Disney collectors and stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I mean, my knee plus ultra is usually Monster Palooza, but this one, it's more on scare haunts. It feels like it's. It feels like it's aimed at the girls and kids. You know what I mean?
Well, no, this one is the way this one sets itself apart. This is not a true horror convention. It's a Halloween and haunt convention.
Family. Yeah, it's family.
It's the haunt industry.
It's family fun. Whereas Monster Palooza will get me and the rest of the raw pancreas crowd. You know,
most of it's family fun. If you were here today and you attended the Urban Death, 17 and above. There was lots of naked people in that panel.
Wow.
Doing cartwheels.
Hanging out with the Janky
All right.
brothers.
Yeah.
And I could have saw some
Naked women, I hope, or was it all
Okay,
men?
okay.
Nice.
Mr. A. Atkinson.
Yes.
Hold it for a second.
Oh, sure.
Tell us about what.
Actually, his name is A. Tickinson.
A. Dickinson.
A.
What's
Dickinson.
your favorite part today?
This
This is your first time ever coming.
is my first time. Yes, I was a. I don't know what's this place. This is a Midsummer Scream virgin. Before this, I popped my my pumpkin, if you will.
PG-13.
PG-13, yes, exactly. You can't say cherry, can you?
Family friendly.
Yes, exactly. I popped my pumpkin. And no, this was great, man. I didn't really know what it was about. The haunts were cool. I got a little cool souvenir. Can I show it off?
Okay, I'll hold this.
Here you go.
Yeah, let's see the souvenir you got.
All right, cool. It's in a plastic bag. This is the 50th anniversary Jaws edition of Captain Quint action figure. It's not a doll. Although
I just saw him at Walmart, actually.
he's got blue eyes.
How much was it?
Blue eyes like a doll's eyes. Doesn't mean he's dividend.
Can't
Bites
take
you.
Can't take him anywhere.
I got it for 50 bones.
Who'd you get it from?
I got it from Chris.
What's his Crisco? He was on the panel with us.
Or yes, he was. He was one of the Chris's. Chris Kriska, who has one of the largest Jaws collections in the world.
All right. We're going to shift away from Jaws, sorry. Hey, we got our friend Topher Davila here, who the con guys, the scare guys, the scarier side of the con guy. I don't like to say creepy. Anyways, Topher, have you been to Midsummer Scream before?
No, it's my first time.
I don't know what you thought about it.
First of all, it was just kind of nice to just be. I got a different perspective. It was nice just to be a fan today because we tend to have booths, and we've had booths for almost 2 decades now. So it was nice to just kind of just walk around and just have fun and just kind of do the fan end of things because when you have a booth, usually you're stuck in the booth the whole time. And so what was really nice was being able to just walk around and just I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do that, and with it just being able to just do what I wanted and win. So that was really the coolest part was for me, and especially since we actually checked in, we might be vending next year if they'll have us.
Nice.
So I especially wanted to enjoy it because I won't be able to next year. But as far as the convention itself, though, it was just really nice to get to see all the local focus on it, which I thought was interesting. They had the panels and the other stuff that was kind of general discussion for whatever you wanted to pass through the programming schedule. But what was kind of cool is you could come here and kind of go, oh, okay, and you can like shop all the like local Halloween and October events by stopping here.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're all here to like have their little promo and all that. And so I think that was kind of cool, is like you can go, oh, you're able to just like go, oh yeah, so you do this and you do that and tell me about that. Like I went to the Night of the Jack and I was able to go up to him and go, you know what, I don't really know what this thing is. Can you tell me what it is? He's like, oh yeah. And so like the local emphasis was actually really, really cool.
Cool. Yeah, you talk about the Night of the Jack. The thing that I loved about the Hall of Shadows, they call it is a spotlight on all the haunted attractions that are coming out in Southern California.
Cool. I thought that was really
and it was cool, yeah, because like you were able to go back and do some of them, right?
I did the Lionsgate one, which was great.
It was focused on the strangers, I think.
Well, it started. There was a little of all of them. I like that they had their logo at the very beginning, with the Lionsgate bridge clicking when you came in. But then about halfway through, it became totally strangers. I didn't recognize what the other corpses are from. Yeah. But I really dug the end of with the guy in the bag and baby doll and crawling through the car. I thought that was, I like immersive horror.
Yeah, that was what we crawled through the 99 Jeep Cherokee.
Yes.
I know that because I used to have one. Oddly, mine didn't have seats or a steering wheel either.
Or a hot girl in a mask.
How often were you in the back seat of your anyways? So that's not for us to know. No, but it was
by himself.
It was a really cool thing that we had to crawl through the back of a Jeep to get out of the haunted house. There was another one that we had to do that was, we had to crawl underneath some guy's was hanging over you in his legs, and you had to just. Oh yeah. It was just kind of
like duck his nuts.
I saw that Junk Ducker. I haven't heard of that franchise.
Yeah, I know. But like they had a lot of good houses in there. The one with the big windmill that was spinning in there, that was just very cool, very elaborate.
Just fun to walk outside them and see them,
Yeah. So lots of vendors, lots of haunted house attractions, lots of haunts. Midsummer Scream is a fantastic event. If you guys like horror, this is you'll like it. But if you love haunts and you love Halloween, or if you're part of the Halloween industry, like our friend Topher, if you're a vendor and you sell stuff, this is the place to be. Next year, it's going to be the first weekend of August 6th through the 9th. I think it's. Yeah. Anyways, before we devolve into chaos here, let me just wrap this up by saying, if you guys haven't had a chance, Midsummer Scream is one of the best things. We're going to have a little report here. Watch the video, and you'll have a blast next year. Anyways, thank you for watching The Scare Guy. Jim Fry, stay spooky. So thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. We had such a blast. Hopefully you got a kick out of that. So some of that footage wasn't great, but it was just us going through all these haunted mazes, experiencing some of those things at Midsummer Scream. Halloween is less than 75 days away now. Woohoo! So this whole Halloween season is kicked into high gear, I know, to the chagrin of many, because here we are in August, midsummer, as they say, and we are looking very quickly towards Halloween. So anyways, I hope everybody enjoyed the show tonight. Come back and see us here at the Scare Guy Show. Follow us at thescareguy.com. Also on all social media at The Scare Guy. And hopefully you guys have am I the first one to wish you happy Halloween season? I doubt it. But hopefully everybody's going to stay a bit spooky and have a great Halloween this year. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.